3.3 major project, Project 4, Staying Focused. Through research with the Creative Playground, early on in a previous project, I began to put together these pieces. The pieces actually came from the idea of the railing that goes around the exterior of the playground to protect the enclosure. With this piece, I took the idea of the curvature of the railings and the colour. This is a chenille yarn. This piece doesn't actually make any sound because the balls that I've used are polystyrene, but some of the other pieces in previous videos actually make a sound because I filled the balls with rice, so that when the piece was performed with through dance and movement, it would make a noise. But this piece on its own is what I call a silent piece. It's very tactile, still using the idea of tactility and colour. Now, this on its own does actually work and is pliable because inserted inside is insulation foam. So it works rather well when using the body as a platform and forming this round as a three-dimensional piece. Now, I've been noting that lines and stripes keep reoccurring within the assignment, and I've also, doing research with the playground, started to bring together and use the idea of tubes. So lines, stripes and tubes seem to be a theme that seem to be following through as I'm working through my design concepts. Because I want my pieces to perform, I've been working on a large scale piece. Now, researching armour, I had come up with a secondary piece of research by where back supports made from synthetic materials would actually work rather well as a structure to attach my knitted pieces to, so that we have something that's quite secure to dance and perform with. So this is a prototype. I've been using prototypes since 3.2 to find out as to whether some of the ideas of construction would work. And this particular piece that I've put together is a large scale knitted piece using foam tube and the idea of lines and stripes. As to yet, I'm not sure where this will develop with, but I have an idea of possibly remaking further tubes with the balls and making these the insertion rather than the straight pieces. Now, the idea of this did come from further developments of research, and I looked at insects that have body construction that resembles, or they have a body outer layer that acts as a piece of armour. Interesting with insects, they have tentacles and large-scale legs that are covered in protective panels. So this is where this idea came from. But what intrigues me more with the line of inquiry is the wearing of the object. So it's not particularly easy to put on, but the body back brace actually works quite well because it does adhere itself to the body. It's quite durable for the wearer. And this would allow the textile piece to be used and to be played with. As we can see, this is kind of as a prototype, semi-awkward, but I think with refinement it would enable me to be able to dance and move the textile piece. So I think this is open to further development. I'm at the stage towards the end of Project 4 where I think I need to move further into some design ideas. I need to come up with some more final pieces, and I also need to think about the wearability through design and how the actual armour construction of knitted and mixed media is going to work against the body, so that these pieces will demonstrate how creativity is my armour.